Welcome back to the channel, guys. I announced this. I hope you guys saw the community post. Faction preview for Star Wars Total War, mod for Rome Total War. I didn't even know this mod existed. Mr. Negrin told me about it. He's been working on it. It's pretty exciting. I'm going to do this faction preview, and as soon as I can, as soon as the campaign gets a little bit more polished up, I'm going to do a full Empire campaign. I'm actually a pretty big Star Wars fan, so it should be very enjoyable. So, let's get into this. We have a full stack of units, a lot of variety. Let's begin with one of the most elite units, the Red Guard. Oh my god, I love their aesthetic, but not only do they look good, they have the stats to back it up. 18 attack, 27 defense. No armor penetration, but you know, they're fast moving, good stamina, good charge, excellent morale, very, very solid unit. And the recruitment cost is pretty low, surprisingly so. And then we have Darth Vader and his General's Bodyguard, Clone Troopers. Let's take a look at this. 20 attack, 30 defense, 8 hit points. Very good stamina, excellent charge, just overall one of the best units in the game. One thing I forgot to mention about the Red Guard, it has 2 hit points, which is more than most regular units, so that's one of the things that makes it stand out. Then we have Emperor Palpatine, and instead of having Clone Troopers as his bodyguard unit, he has the Red Guard. 22 attack, 34 defense, fast moving, which Darth Vader doesn't have, and then the rest of the traits are pretty similar. Also a little bit more hit points, 9 hit points. Then let's take a look at the Stormtroopers, the regular Stormtroopers. 3 melee attack, 12 missile attack, 18 defense, 1 hit points. You know, they're alright. Then we have another variant of the Stormtroopers that are more defensive. 3 attack, 9 missile attack, 20 defense, so slightly lower missile attack, but slightly higher defense. So I guess for a defensive position, they could be more useful. Then we have the TIE Fighter pilots, but they're outside of the TIE Fighter, which is a bit amusing. They have 4 melee attack, 14 missile attack, alright, 19 defense, so they're actually better than the regular Stormtroopers, which you wouldn't expect, but I guess they're very highly trained, so it makes sense. Then we have the Snow Troopers that we saw back on Hoth, and Empire Strikes Back. 7 melee attack, 15 missile attack, 18 defense, so yeah, a little bit better than the regular Stormtroopers. Then, next up we have the Imperial Officer's Bodyguard, and they look like the Clone Troopers from Episode 3, so that's interesting. 6 melee attack, 19 missile attack, so that's a bit higher. And one big difference is they have long-range missiles, so that's very, very useful. If the enemy doesn't have that, you can start shooting at them before they can respond. Then we have the Stormtrooper Commanders. 5 melee attack, 18 missile attack, 19 defense. They also have the long-range missiles trait. Then we have some droids. IG-88 Assassin droids. Wow, they have very good stats. 25 melee attack, 25 missile attack, 25 defense. And they're pretty cheap, 380. They even have a war cry. They can go berserk. They scare enemy infantry. This is a really, really good unit. One of the best ones that we've seen so far. So that kind of covers most of the infantry. Next up, we'll mostly have spaceships and scooters. And speaking of scooters, we have the Imperial Scouts. Not too shabby. 9 attack, 12 missile attack, 9 defense, 2 hit points, but I think what makes them really stand out is that they're fast moving, so you can use them to flank the enemy, hit them before they can respond. That's kind of their strength. And yes, we do have a Death Star, and that's a very OP unit, but we'll talk about that soon enough. Next, we have this unit that's flying around. We have the regular TIE Fighter, 0 melee attack, 25 missile attack, 15 defense, 2 hit points, long range missiles, special attack, and they scare nearby enemy units. Then we have the TIE Bomber, 40 missile attack, 22 defense, 3 hit points, scares enemy, and it has a special attack. And finally we have the TIE Interceptor, 25 missile attack, 26 defense, 4 hit points, long range missiles, and it has a special attack. Then we have the Gamorrean Guards, these pig-looking people. Oftentimes they serve as bodyguards in various criminal syndicates around the galaxy. 14 attack, 16 defense, and I think they're usually like a mercenary unit, and they have a war cry that improves attack. Then we have the ATST, 6 melee attack, 16 missile attack, 15 defense, and then 6 hit points. Very durable. They also have a special attack, and they scare enemy units. And then there's also a heavier variant, almost looks exactly the same, just a little bit bigger. 7 melee attack, 18 missile attack, 18 defense, 7 hit points, long range missiles, special attack, and they scare enemy units. And then we have the AT-AT. Oh man, I love the way these look. Always enjoyed seeing them in movies and video games. Very unique design. 6 melee attack, 24 missile attack, 19 defense, 12 hit points, special attack, bonus against cavalry, so whatever is categorized as cavalry in the game files. This is interesting, very long range missiles. So we haven't seen that yet. We've seen long range missiles, but not very long range missiles, and they scare nearby enemy units. So it's a pretty good unit to hit from very far away. And then this beauty right here, we got the Imperial class Star Destroyer. Actually, let me start the battle so I can move it around a little. Take a look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's really cool how we can use it in the game. Wow, way better stats than anything we've seen up until this far. 45 missile attack, 5 defense, 9 hit points, special attack, very long range missiles, just like the AT-AT, scares enemy units, and is very cheap considering how good the stats are. And then, last but not least, we have the Death Star. We have the freaking Death Star. A little bit weaker than you would expect, but you know, 3 melee attack, 66 missile attack, 66 defense, 15 hit points, very expensive to recruit. Look at the difference between the Imperial class destroyer and the Death Star. Way more expensive. Very long range missiles as well, scares enemy, special attack, and bonus versus elephants and chariots. So a little bit underwhelming considering it's a Death Star, but still very, very good. So yeah, that's it for the Empire faction preview. Here we are on the planet of Mustafar, if I had to guess, because of the lava. And I'm going to do another faction preview for the Rebel Alliance, and then once the campaign is ready, I'm going to do a full Imperial campaign. So, hope you guys are interested and excited for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.